Duane, Goldman, and Coach. We finally got back at it. Eastern Michigan Open this past weekend. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's always good to get the season started. Even though with the new NCAA rules we didn't begin practice till October 10th, we'd been doing our 8 hours of training type of thing, lifting and running and all prior to that. So it's still been a long preseason. The guys were itching to get on the mat, and we were able to do that and have some decent results. Have a lot of new and young faces out there. And so it gave us a lot to work on, and we were pleased with some of the performances.
Let's get into specifically some of those performances. Returning All-American Matt Powless, 4-0, wins the 197-pound title.
Yeah, Matt picked up where he left off. Obviously, he was an All-American last year at the NCAA tournament, and he's wrestling with a lot of confidence, working on a lot of new things. And he had some good competition, some new guys, some new faces he hadn't seen from Arizona State, Ohio State, places like that. And so it was a good lead off to his season. And we're pleased with where he's going and looking forward to see what he can do.
How about the other Matt Ortega, the other senior as well? He bumped up to 141 this year and did pretty well. Third place finish for him.
And Matt had a good tournament. He decided he came into this season, even here in the room, thinking of 133 again, but it was a pretty hard cut for him after doing it for 3 years. And he just felt that might be a good move for him to go up to 141. And for his first time up at that weight, I think he responded well, and he wrestled with a lot of intensity and had some good results and taking a third place finish.
We had some younger guys do good as well. Redshirt sophomore Ryan LeBlanc placed, as well as Preston Kiefer, despite getting hurt, also placed.
Ryan also made the move up to 174, and he looks much better there than he did last year when he was at 165. He's wrestling again with a lot of confidence. He had a very tough weight class. He had a couple of ranked wrestlers, again, one from Ohio State, one from Michigan State, and he did lose those two matches, but they were both close matches, and for his first time up at that weight, we're encouraged with those results. Preston Kiefer was having an excellent tournament, especially it's his redshirt freshman year, wrestling at 165. Unfortunately, he suffered an injury which is going to keep him out for a while, so we'll look forward to his return, but it's going to be in a few weeks.
Talked about the new faces. You had four true freshmen all place. Roach, Graves, Sheridan, Garrett Goldman, a couple of finalists. Talk about the true freshmen, the new faces, how you thought they fared.
Yeah, we were encouraged there as well. As I said leading in, we have a lot of new faces out there, and we were pleased with the results. Obviously, we want to win as much as possible, but Sheridan and Roach and Goldman and Graves all competed really hard. Even the matches they lost, they were very aggressive and really, I think, forced the action. And they have a tremendous upside, and we're going to look forward to the day they can be in the lineup.
And moving forward, you guys will return to the same state of Michigan this weekend for the Michigan State Open. It's a tournament you guys have competed in quite a few years in a row. Talk about what East Lansing brings.
Yeah, they run a great tournament up there at Michigan State. They always have a really good competition. Even though our last tournament was at Eastern Michigan, there's a lot. Some of the faces are similar, some of the same teams, but there's a lot of teams we didn't see. And here early in the year, it's just about getting matches, getting match time, having guys make the weight, step out, and compete. Again, as I keep alluding to, with a lot of new faces, a lot of young guys, that's really important that they just get experience, and that's what we're aiming to do, having these tournaments early.
Some new faces on the IU wrestling team. How about a new face in the Big Ten in the wrestling world, Nebraska? What are the Cornhuskers? What do they bring to the conference?
Well, they just add to the the prestige and the difficulty of the entire conference. They have a great tradition, a great program, and it just makes the Big Ten that much tougher, but that's why the Big Ten is what it is. That's why wrestlers want to come and wrestle at these schools, and that's why each year at the national tournament we produce the most All-Americans and are able to do the things we do. So while it doesn't make the conference any easier, we're glad they're here and look forward to them being a strong part of the conference.